Okay, we're back and we've got our chrome GMC base drilled out, and you can see the holes at the beginning and the end of each letter. I widened, and when I put the drill in I kind of angled it away from the edges so that I was able to go in against the edges to get more room and not have to worry about damaging the chrome outer edges that we're going to actually still see. None of this we're going to see, but all the outer edges you have to be really careful with, because that's what you're still going to see, and you want it to look good. You're going through all this trouble to make this lighted emblem. You want it to still look good, not all scratched up. So that's pretty much all the work we're going to be doing on the base. We've got everything drilled out. We can take our first strip, and it'll actually come in through the back side now. And we've bent those down just a little bit so we can make everything fit. And that's how the first strip's going to sit in there. Now, when I was researching the strips, this one was almost the exact. This was 10 millimeters wide, and that strip is about 11 millimeters wide in there, so that fits really perfect. So now, also you'll notice on the strip there's directional arrows, and this is just like a water pipe. It all flows one direction and has to flow one direction. So you have to connect all the arrows going the same way. Now, I don't have to connect them all the same way that they're connected now. I could cut this and put it there, and cut that and put it here, anywhere I want to, as long as all the arrows are moving the same direction from start to finish. And that's what I do, is I start at the top of the G, come down here, go down to the bottom of the first rung of the M here, and then I go from here over to the top of the C and run back around this way, and this will be the end. So that's how we go now. So we need to fit another LED strip here and here, and there's one pixel that goes here, and then another strip there. So we'll go ahead, and we want to keep the same direction. So we bring this over and we'll set it in here, and we look and see how many we can fit in this bottom part. And it looks like it's going to go to right there. We trim both pieces. It's going to be tight. Trim both pieces right there. So we'll go ahead and we'll cut that connection. As close to the center as connections as we can. And he'll go right there. We'll have to trim the bottom off of each edge here. And if you notice, on the bottom of each LED is a resistor. You don't want to cut that. They need those. Okay, and that fits perfect right there. And then we'll measure the side right here. That's going to fit right in there. And that's going to be tight. We might do it like that. I don't think I can get that one in there. It's going to be a little bit too tight, I think. Looks like I'm only going to get 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. If I do 6, that's just going to be so tight. Unless I've got one underneath of there. No, I'm going to be able to do 5 there. Like I said, we're only using 99 out of 144, so if we mess up, we can always do more. So like I said, we also have to leave room for the wires. There's 3 wires that go between each one of these small LED strips. And there's going to be enough room for, I think, one LED right there. Make sure he's going the right direction. That one's fun to connect, both sides, and these are still going that direction. So there we go. Right there, it's gonna be tight, man. And get 5 there also. And that'll be the end of the G. And that's where we're going to stop right here. So we'll put this away. We can rest of it later. Now we're dealing with these guys. So there's something in there. There we go. And that's how the G is going to be lighted up. Or lit up. All right. Now we'll get our wires. And I use black for no other reason than this is neutral. Any other different color I think might shine through the white and change the colors that I'm trying to get. However, in my previous prototype that wasn't the case, so it really doesn't matter any wire that you use. And if you notice, each connection is going to curve, so your 3 wires are going to be different sizes. And just like when you're doing a circle, the inside of the circle smaller than the outside circumference. So we need 3 different size wires. We're going to start with a small one just a little bit longer than that, and these are kind of fun to play with. They're tiny. Then one even longer than that. And that's probably way too long for the other 2, or for all of them. Dealing with some small stuff here. Alright. Like I said, you don't even need wire strippers to strip the insulation off this. All you do is just pinch it with your fingernails, a fingernail, and you got yourself a wire here. And that's going to be our small circuit. All right. I like to twist the wire up, but I think the silicone wire is so small I don't think it really matters. I don't think there's 2 or 3 strands in there anyway. So now we've got basically our setup. So we can just transfer this all out because we're not going to solder it all in here. And then we need to peel the edges off so we can make our soldering connections. Now this one we've already done right here. And this is when I put the trusty magnifying helmet on. We're going to take our soldering iron on our connections, and we'll put it over here and use the heat from the soldering iron to make the glue curl up. Like I said, in doing that, it also dirties the soldering iron, so we have to clean it after every time we do that. So this is our first one. We're going to have to remember it's going like that. So we need the short one, then the medium, then the long one, in that order. Need another person. Alright. I'm going to put a little bit of solder on those guys ahead of time. Just set that over here so I know what goes where. really small stuff. That was hot. Alright. There's a 3. He's going this way and that way. So we'll start with the small one. I've got a little bit of solder on the end of the wire already. Next one. Oh, that one came off. Alright, let's try it again. Alright, and that's the 3 connections on that side. Alright. Now, we need to aim. Whoop, no, that one came off. And that one came off. Alright. Well, they all came off. Alright. And we'll start again. Like I said, this is very small, tiny, delicate work. You have to be very patient. Solder on that one. Going the wrong way. Better. Yeah, put a little solder on those ends. A little heavier. Right, now the fun part. Make sure you're going the right direction. Get the razor, peel a little bit of backing off so we can get the back side of this connections. Let's take the glue off. Can't solder through the glue. I'm going to do both sides while we got it in hand. Just take it, fold it over like that. So I've got room to get to it. I'll usually take the knife, go ahead and cut that off. Get it out of the way. All I'm doing is using the heat to curl the glue up on the back of the LED strip. If you look, you can see the glue. I'm not sure if you can see that through the camera or not. I'll take my razor and cut the glue away. No, I really can't see it. But you can, when you touch the soldering iron to the back of that, you'll see the glue part curl up. And once it curls up and gets soft, then you can just take this knife, scrape it away, and then you're good. You got a surface to solder to. And like I said, remember, don't forget your arrows, your direction, and then just we just continue to solder. Okay, you get your connection, you know, because it'll be nice. Position this guy in a way that you can get him on there once you've got some help. Whoop whoop! Watch out, it's hot. I didn't quite make it. Ah, burning skin. That's the thing about these digital soldering irons, is they get very, very hot. Touch for a split second, you have a little burn dot. Alright. I do get the long wire in the middle. I did. You can use the glue to hold it down. These little pliers probably wouldn't hurt either. I think I got it. Now we made our connection. Take our power supply. And we're good. Keep our app handy. Everything's still good. Alright, so and that's how you do that. Now you just keep on going.